Today is the 15th of November. It's also the day that Oneplus are going to announce their new smartphone. It's going to take over from the OnePlus 3. The event's about to start on Facebook Live, so let's check it out.
Friends, welcome to the OnePlus 3T launch, and thanks for being a part of our very first community-focused launch event. The OnePlus 3 is one of the best smartphones of 2016, but today we're here to push the limits even further. Introducing the OnePlus 3T.
Okay, I'm about halfway through the event now, and the first thing I should say is that they're calling it a community-led event, and what this means is it is lacking all the polish of a keynote that you would see from Apple or Google or Samsung. So it's a little bit ropey. There's lots of what else can I say about the OnePlus 3T, etc, etc. Perhaps I could have worked on the presentation of the launch, but other than that, so far, what we're looking at is a slightly bigger battery, a bigger camera on the front, a faster processor, extra storage, and that's about it. I mentioned the choice of presentation style. I guess I'm not the only one who's finding it a bit boring, because we're about 10 minutes in and we've already lost 2,000 viewers. Other interesting tidbits that have come out so far is they are updating Oxygen OS, which means there are new apps baked right into the OS. So we're talking about weather apps and voice recorders and those kind of things that come standard and we're used to on things like the iPhone that are missing first-party apps on Android, as far as I can make out. Also, the OS update will be released at the same time for both 3T users and the regular 3 customers, so that's a thumbs up from me. So far it's not persuading me to upgrade. Okay, it's another 2 minutes later and we've lost another 700 viewers. So this presentation / launch is going downhill rapidly. They need to inject some excitement into this pretty quick, otherwise by the time they get to listing the features at the end and the price and things, there's going to be nobody watching apart from perhaps me and maybe you. Okay, they're now in the summing up stages of the presentation, and one of the last summaries made by one of the community users, they've just said they haven't had that much chance to use it and have used the phone only in the last week. Now to me, if you're going to give the phone to a community user to test in order for you to launch the phone, you want to give it to somebody who's actually going to use the thing so that they can tell you about it. So I think perhaps next time they're going to go a different way if they want to keep people captivated in terms of launching a new device. So I think next time maybe they'll consider still having a community member to talk about certain features, but perhaps in a more interview style, and they won't let them present the whole thing. There's been a definite dip in viewers, and by the end I think we're going to have shed perhaps about 5,000 to 6,000 of the people that were originally tuned in to watch the whole thing. Okay, so that's the end of the presentation. One thing I should say is it wasn't really clear if those users that were the community users that were testing the phone over the course of the past few weeks were reviewing that live. It didn't look like it because there were transitions between some of their comments. So it could have been edited together a bit sharper and a bit quicker. If you saw it, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. As for the phone itself, as expected, it's a fairly minimal update. The body, enclosure, everything remains the same. The big differences are the 16 megapixel front camera, bigger battery, faster processor, and higher capacity storage. And that's about it. So I don't think it's enough to persuade me to rush out and get a new one, but if you are perhaps a OnePlus 2 or OnePlus 1 or a older Android phone user, then it might be the one for you. Price wise, it's had a bit of a price hike from when I bought the OnePlus 3. I paid £309 at the time. It was later increased to £329. Now for the OnePlus 3T, we're talking about £399. So they are slowly raising the price of that flagship killer phone to the price of the flagship phone. Other quick feature to mention, they also launched a new colour, which is a slightly darker gunmetal grey colour. All in all, a good interim update, especially if you're a selfie fan. Other than that, I think I'll be waiting for the OnePlus 4 before I make any decisions on upgrades to a new device.